Welcome. Thanks for joining me for Pathfinder Kingmaker. We need to find Lindsay. Valerie has been... I don't know if it's causing trouble. She's been having a hard time, it seems. And she has kind of... it's affected her relationship with Lindsay. And we're going to go talk to Lindsay, see if we can figure out what's going on. I know we can find her in the throne room, but I can't remember if she is out here somewhere. I guess we're pretty close to the throne room. Don't see her there. We'll just head back up here. I've got some other companion quests too, and I was kind of thinking maybe we would work on those. We've got Nok Nok wants to take us. He wants us to go to Oleg's. Jubilost wants us to go to a debate. Isn't Lindsay like in here somewhere? I thought she was usually. Oh, there she is. So small, we didn't see her. Just a moment, I just got something. Lindsay quickly scribbles something in her notebook, then raises her eyes and smiles at you. Hi. Have you noticed anything strange about Valerie lately? Lindsay lingers, then sighs dully. I had a fight with her, a big one. Well, I wanted to talk to her about the best way to describe her hair color in the book, and she said my book is trash, and I'd be no better if I busied my time with... I won't even repeat it. Well, she shouldn't have said that, but perhaps you shouldn't have picked on her. I don't know if she was really picking on her. You're probably right, but I'm doing it for her, you know? To be honest, Valerie hasn't been herself lately. She's usually polite, though she can be cold at times. But now it's like she's changed, and it's all after, you know, after she got that scar. I talked to her before, and she wasn't very nice that time either. She's gotten so spiteful after she got hurt, though she keeps saying she doesn't care. Yeah, it seems like she's pretty self-conscious about it still, and it's affecting things. Okay. Just don't leave. Oh. Okay, now we need to talk to Valerie. She's in here, isn't she? Yeah. Valerie, we need to talk. You've been acting strange lately. If you're going to bring up that scene in the throne room, don't waste your breath. Evold completely deserved that speech. I know you had a fight with the storyteller, and you yelled at Lindsay. Storyteller, what business of his if I have anything left from the order? Does he imagine I'm still carrying around Shellen's radiant face as a souvenir? And as for Lindsay, she knows full well how her constant babbling about her book irritates me. Captain of the guard said you were taking it out on random people. Valerie narrows her eyes. So the captain of the guard thinks I'm incapable of carrying out my duties to you and your subjects? Perhaps he should change his armor for a judge's mantle if he's so ready to declare such verdicts. Why did you think that pasquinade next to the tavern entrance was about you? Who else could it have been about? That scribbler used to never leave me alone. Dogged my heels, asking questions whenever I appeared on the street, and now... Valerie stops angry and looks away. Listen to yourself. Why all this bile? I want to help you. Valerie twists her lip and looks away as if she wants to end the conversation. Valerie? When the girl starts talking again, her voice sounds soft. Please forgive me, Deo. I understand your worries. My behavior over the last few weeks has indeed left much to be desired. I don't know why I'm doing these things. Lindsay thinks you're concerned about the scar. So typical of her, a superficial opinion, a superficial conclusion. Valerie sighs. Forgive me, it's difficult to admit I was wrong, and scatterbrained Lindsay is apparently right. The girl hesitates, lifts her hand, and touches the scar on her face. Since it appeared, it's like the world around me has changed. Wherever I went before, my admirers, followers, and bards used to follow me around, and now it's like I'm invisible. Worse, I see how those I talk to trying hard not to look at the scar. It's like it undid me completely. Valerie stops again, absently running the tips of her fingers over the ugly scar on her face. She finally pulls her hand from her face and looks at you. I've never seriously imagined what would happen if I lost my beauty. I thought my actions would speak much louder than my appearance, but now I'm having doubts. In this and in everything else I keep telling myself. You've always said that beauty isn't really important. Are you changing your views now? Valerie looks at you pensively for a few moments, then shakes her head with determination. No, if I'm to break when someone looks at me askance, after everything I've been through, it means I've never actually been worth anything. I may as well have stayed with the Order and lived meekly by Shaylin's orders. Ugh. Valerie straightens her shoulders and looks around with determination. I shouldn't have wasted time on these useless thoughts. I promise that you won't be bothered again by complaints about me, except perhaps from those who truly deserved a harsh response. The girl nods to you. Thank you for this conversation. I knew you would support me. Okay. We got that resolved. Now, pretty sure we need to pick up some camping supplies. Let's head that direction.
It is done.
And then we have to decide what we want to do. I don't think I want to take both Nok Nok and Jubilast out at the same time. So we'll probably do one of those and then come back and get the other one.
No stopping
Pick up some things here from Hassef. See, we've got some stuff to sell too. Whoops. Manticore pelts. Ton of Hydra eyes. Okay. Let's head to the exit. Okay. I think we're gonna do this. Well, I don't know. I think, let's see. That probably doesn't really matter. Let's take Nok Nok to Oleg's. Swap out Lindsay. I'm not sure really what kind of character Nok Nok is, even. Guessing maybe just like a... No. Be a rogue? But we've already got... Let's take a look at him. Knife Master, okay. Okay. So he is a rogue. But along the, like, sneak attack, dagger, stabby stab line. He probably doesn't have any equipment on. Though he does have some leather armor and a belt. Probably don't have anything really to give him. I guess we could give him a ring of protection. This probably won't do anything. Oh, it does. Give him the professor's hat. Okay. That should be good. Well, not sure what we're heading into. We'll head up here to Oleg's. Got goblins. I don't know if we're to be talking or fighting. Probably both.
March on.
Knobber. Small but well-armed group moves across the flatlands. Tattoos, leather, and fur clothing. Bone amulets at their belts. These are barbarians. Kelids, to be precise, probably from neighboring Numeria. Or maybe lands even further north. They stop when they see you, hands on their weapons, and frowns on their faces. Hey, one of the barbarians shouts toward Amiri. You're from the north, right? Which tribe? I'm by myself. Wait, isn't that the gal the Six Bears kicked out? Because they were scared that if a woman touched a sword, their balls would fall off? Aha, just let bygones be bygones. I walk with him now. Amiri points at you. The barbarian examines you closely. So you lead this group then. I'm Knobber. We're from Numeria, part of the Tiger Lord's tribe. We're just minding our own business here, not looking to pick a fight. We don't want any trouble, and we're not after anyone. What are you doing here, then? Someone sick? From Numeria? You're pretty far from home. Not so far. The Tiger Lords travel around a lot, from the World Wound to Iobara. The World Wound, a demon-haunted wasteland that lies at the northernmost reaches of central Avestan. The World Wound is an unnatural blight. It is a rift to the abyss opened on the material plane. It appeared shortly after the death of the god Aroden at the beginning of the Age of Lost Omens, and is probably the greatest threat to life on the face of Golarion. Hell, these lands were once practically home to us. We used to clear them damned Fae from the Gnarl Marches on a regular basis. Well, now we're here again. That's the nomad life, you see. Never know where you'll find yourself tomorrow. Do you know anything about the situation at Varnhold? Varnhold? Never heard of it. Whatever's going on there, we got nothing to do with it. One of your people seems to be sick. Can I help? A barbarian woman steps forward, trying to control her heavy coughing. That'd be welcome. The woman starts coughing again, then spits some blue phlegm on the ground. I caught blue spit somewhere in the Barrens. I can pay for the healing in gold. There are tons of diseases in Numeria that you won't find anywhere else. I guess they came along with those falling stars. Fungi, mechanical parasites, brain-eating worms. Fun to be had at every step. We'll heal you up. No charge. No, none of that. We're not beggars, and we're not out for charity. The barbarian woman forces several coins in your hand. Okay. After you heal the woman's disease, she breathes in deeply, relishing the sensation. Wow, thank you. It was a nasty thing, let me tell you. Won't let you take breath in or let gases out. What are you searching for? The Kelid frowns. No idea, really. Dugeth just said we should search for caves and ancient ruins, and he'd tell us if it was what we were looking for. If you ask me, we're just wasting our time out here, but Chieftain knows best. Who's Dugeth? An old cleric. He's seen a lot, he knows a lot, and it seems like he's the only one who has any idea what the hell we're looking for out here. Are you the only group of Numerians here? You kidding? Of course not. Our main camp's over the hills there. If you're feeling gutsy, come pay us a visit. The Kelid barbarian camp has been revealed. Have you found anything interesting in the area? I wish. We've been searching the area for days now, but all we found was a cave with some grime-faced half-men. No ancient ruin, no treasures, not a damned thing. Now tell me about Numeria. Ugh, I hate this question. Well, Numeria is a hard land made for hard people. Ages ago, stars rained from the sky and left a bunch of chunks of sky metal across the land. Some as small as your finger, others big as a mountain. Lots of the chunks just sit still and do nothing, and we mine them for adamantine. Others make monsters or diseases or radiation and stuff like that. Technicology. Nober spits that last word almost like a curse. You don't like technology? Why would I? Bad enough it brings us so much trouble on its own, but it also attracts villains from all over Avestan, like flies to a steaming pile of shit. That Technic League alone. Ugh. Tell me about your tribe. The Tiger Lords are an ancient and glorious tribe, one of the strongest in all Numeria. We used to own half the stolen lands ourselves, but that was a long time ago, back in the time of Great Armag. But now that the spirit of Armag's been reborn into the body of our new chieftain, you mark me, word of our heroic deeds will spread across Golarion once again. Safe travels. Guess we'll head up this way. Oops. Pick these things up. Cyclops coin. Edible moss. Nice. Okay, on to Oleg's. I just noticed some people were getting fatigued. Probably should have camped before we came in here. Normally we can rest in here in Oleg's, but
No stopping now.
not sure if we'll be able to with the goblin issue. Let's see what's going on here. Actually, it's been a while since we've been up here. Oh, they've really taken over. You stumble across an ugly scene, a ragged pile of goblins. They're hiccuping violently, laughing, then hiccuping again. The air is so thick with alcohol fumes, flies lie dead in the dirt, and an odd vinegar smell as well. It appears the goblins have gotten into Oleg's stock and drank deep of its contents. Barrels lie in splinters around the area, not a single one intact. Nok Nok surveys the goblin pile, then glances at you with a shrug. No problem here, normal day for tribe. Would be worse if holiday. Ah, I'd love a festival like that. I think these guys wouldn't even mind if I fried their friends a little. Jathel wrinkles her nose ever so slightly. Animals. Is this your tribe? Nok Nok sniffs. Yes. He sniffs again, and you suddenly become more aware of the vinegar smell. They've marked this as home. It will be hard to make them leave this home, though. Glances around in disapproval. It's much smaller than the capital. Capital would have more room for them. Not have to lie in pile. Could be lying down drunk everywhere. Turns to one of the group entwined in the mass. You, runny long legs. Why did you stop running? Why make home here? The goblin shifts his head slightly, his tiny eyes blearily red. His legs are indeed long, and folded back almost like a grasshopper. Kept getting chased, no place to settle down, got hungry, then caught. Then we sent here, and now? Caught by who? Big Shanks, bigger than you. Longlegs blinks and scratches the side of his head with his foot. Fatter, smelled better, Big Club, was eating sheep. We tried to share his sheep with us by taking one, A small one in the night while he snore, but we not ask first, so he got mad. After eating half of us, he gets so full he ready to trade. You say if we find him something to wash other goblins down with because they still squirming in his gut, he let us go. We knew a place here at post, but had to sample kegs to be sure. Okay, we need to make these guys leave. Knock knock. Listen, Knock Knock big hero, you do what Knock Knock say, but Knock Knock frowns, his ear twitching. Tell me where Big Shanks now. When he expect you back? Did Big Shanks follow you? Uh oh. Big Shanks. At that moment, there is another waft of foul air, and a shadow falls on the ground. All the goblins in the pile lift their heads at the new arrival, a towering hill giant with mismatched coveralls, a necklace of hands and skulls, and a makeshift club composed of several timbers tied together with rope. He looks very, very angry, not just at the pile of goblins, but the splintered, empty barrels. That him, Longlegs says unhelpfully. This should be fun. Let's see how this plays out. The hill giant turns to you as if in challenge, points to himself, and gives a rumbling growl akin to guck. Then turns to the goblins. His hand clenches on his club, and the growl grows louder. He points at the goblins, then points at his belly, the intent clear. The goblins do not respond, not even Longlegs. Their eyes remain wide, frozen. Suddenly, Longlegs makes a high-pitched squeak and points at Knock Knock. He our leader, he a hero, he make us drink everything we promised. Also, he made us eat your sheep. Eat him, an ugly friend. The hill giant snarls, lifts his club, then turns to you and Knock Knock, and thrusts out his chin, pounding his chest, giving a thundering series of grunts that sound like a challenge. Knock Knock blinks. He, Munguk, says, not in the mood to share. He says the half-shanks are their guts his to eat. You can understand him? I can. Knock Knock seems embarrassed. Got caught by hill giants once, kept as a toy for their kid until ran away. Well, what are you going to do about it, Knock Knock? Knock Knock hesitates for a moment, then presents an open palm, then taps it with a finger. You suddenly realized he just did what seems to be the goblinoid version of trade. You think he's asking what Munguk want, but not about food, but currency, something of value. To your surprise, Munguk looks sad. His eyebrows collapse and he gives a low grunt. The anger seems to have cooled down and he makes a rumble, staring off into space with a half-lidded gaze. He doesn't seem drunk, merely sad. He gives a grumble, then a sigh, then a low, exhaling rumble. Knock Knock nods, listening, then translates. You think. Munguk not happy. He not hungry, just lonely. Says, came here looking for mate, to be happy. Knock Knock wrinkles his face in disgust and shivers. Still, he keeps going. But when he come, no wife, goblins take his favorite half-sheep entrails, drink the liquor he send them for, and he have nothing. Do you think he'd like a Miri? Oh. A wife? Really? Sad for him. Knock Knock gives a shiver and a nod, then pauses. Cutting off legs be better than finding mate. No, we don't do that to a Miri. Well, maybe she'd like it. Huh. No. Send him somewhere else. Nok Nok gives a reluctant nod, then makes an interrogatory grumble. Munguk looks confused, at which Nok Nok repeats himself more firmly. He traces his finger across his palm as if providing a map, and the giant looks blearily at it. Okay. Munguk absorbs this dully, then glances at the goblins. He gives a short, dismissive grunt, then glances back at Nok Nok and shrugs. Then to your surprise, he lumbers out, club over his shoulder. What did you say to him? Just makes sense to him with words like real hero. Nok Nok puffs up triumphantly. Send Munguk to capital. Lots of women. He have all he needs to choose wife. Oh my god. What? Why did you do that? Are you an idiot? Oh wow. Yeah, are you an idiot? Never mind that. Of course you are. Nok Nok loses some of his puffed upness, his ears drooping. Are not counsel well? But hero good at chasing off giant means Nok Nok good hero, right? Ignoring him, pile of goblins are all watching you as they sober up. The goblins seem to ready to bolt. You catch Longlegs slowly uncurling himself from the pile, apparently ready to run. You notice a number of the goblins are looking at Nok Nok with a strange fascination. Dealing with a giant must have impressed them. Nok Nok, deal with your tribe. Nok Nok steps forward and gives a series of cracking hisses to get attention, and all the goblins stare at him. After their eyes are on him, Nok Nok, his eyes narrowed, goes to each one of them in turn and raps them twice on the head. Hard. You know, you're not going to send them to the capital too, I hope. They wince, but say nothing except for one feeble groan from a goblin more sober than the rest. Make great deal with you. You need to go to bigger place or I hit you again, I show you. Goblins stare blankly at this. Nok Nok sighs. Me, big hero, follow me, take you to new place. Goblins nod and begin to untangle themselves, but they are doing what Nok Nok says, some of them rubbing their heads. Nok Nok turns to you. Big hero Nok Nok, take care of them. All good. You better not be taking them to the capital like Munguk, or so help me. Nok Nok pauses, then nods. Capital not bad idea, all you go to capital. Nok Nok command you. Go. No. No. The end of your barony just drew closer, much closer. Oh my god. To your horror, the goblins scamper away, running in all directions, but toward the direction of your capital city. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's not good. Maybe we shouldn't have let Nok Nok handle that. All right. What happened? I thought I clicked on the camping. Oh, okay. I just put us in here. So this Oleg's back to normal now. Walken, do you have any potions to sell us? Not really. Oh, is that the book we need? Part 2? We need part 1. Part 2 and 3. Yeah, we need part 1 of that. Okay. We need to get back to Tuskdale, because who knows what's going on there now. Each of your camp companions has a favorite food recipe. Cooking that recipe at camp will grant that companion a useful temporary bonus. That's interesting. Haven't seen anything about that before. So we need to figure out what their favorite foods are. I don't remember seeing that anywhere. Okay, what are we gonna find here? Nervous. We're gonna have goblins laying around drunk everywhere.
No stopping now. Onwards.
See anything? I guess we can head throne room. We so it shows that as being done. I don't see any goblins or giants hanging around here yet. Check out the tavern.
March on.
Everything looks normal in here. Well, we head to the throne room and maybe we'll have like a event or something related to that. Probably have to send Amiri to get that giant to leave or marry him. Oh yeah, we got this thing with the hunters that we let go. Livestock deaths. Well, we're almost at the end of the month. That's right, Harem's on that project, so he's busy. Guard has tracked down a band of Calistrian hunters' secret guild involving assassinations. The head of the guild, the half-elf Invri, sends the Baron a note reminding him about the old obligation to protect his friends from persecution. The regent can help shield the Calistrians from the guards, while the warden will direct the guards to their door. The warden? Is the warden another advisor that we don't... I don't think we have a warden, do we? I don't really want to spend a crisis point on this. So we'll just see what happens. 30 days. Oh. Okay. Well, it seems like we're finished with this quest for Nok Nok at the moment. Maybe something else will pop up, but then we didn't see anybody hanging around the capital. Okay, next time we'll take Jubilast out then. And Lindsay, I think he wanted to go to the debate. So we'll see what that's all about. Thanks for being here and watching. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you again. Bye-bye.